Hello, Beard Brothers. I pray you're all doing well out there. I want to talk to you a little about this. So, recently, I've been trimming these sides here, and I wanted to let it grow in to have a more natural look, right? So, I want to discuss this, and also the mustache, which, a lot of men like want to shave their mustache or trim their mustache so it doesn't look like this. It looks like you have one tooth or something. So I want to discuss both of these here today. If you're thinking about having a beard and you're not sure about if you should trim up the sides or not now, uh, just don't destroy your beard. If you want to trim it up, shape it up, have it shorter, have it longer, that's your prerogative. As long as you don't trim it or destroy it completely. Some people say to me, well, how come you trim your hair or trim your nails? And what about your beard? Well, yeah, I trim my nails. I don't destroy my nails. I don't take them off. So you could shape your beard the way you want it. But for me, I wanted to let it grow more naturally, and it's growing in more naturally, and that's fine. Now I have a high uh, cheek line with my hair, so uh, for a while I was cutting it here, but I decided I don't want to do that, so I'm letting it grow in. But the mustache is something always that way. As it gets big, it gets in the way all the time. And I'm not saying I'm never going to trim the mustache again, but I just want to give you a trick. I have these two brushes here, all right? So this brush is more of a hairbrush. More of a brush. You can comb this, but this brush here is different. This brush is different than this brush. You see the difference? So this brush is more, it gets in there and it takes out the knots. It gets in there and it keeps everything separated, right? Where this one, it doesn't get in there. It's just like a surface. It just gets on the surface. So this one would be more for the hair, where this one might be more for the beard. So like women will use this one for their long hair, and they really wouldn't use this one for their hair. Now for the beard, for the mustache, you want to train it. So like people that have dreads and they're always twisting it all the time and twisting all the time to train it. So the same thing with the mustache as it's growing in. You don't have to cut it. You can train it. So how do you do that? Well, I take this here and I'm always brushing it to the side. You could even do it with this one. But I find it to be much better with this one. Always brush it into the side. A bunch of times each day. Brush, brush, brush. And it don't have to be long. That's it. Especially if I'm going to go to a meeting or something, I'll brush it to the side first. And, this as this grows, you can decide if you want handlebars or if you just want to trim it here. But if you don't want to trim your mustache and you don't want to look like you have one tooth, because the mustache, look how it would look. It's not big yet, but let me go down here and show you. Look how it looks. So it's getting pretty big. It's covering the lip. Pretty soon it's going to cover the bottom lip. And if you want that, so be it. But the point of the video is to say if you want to trim it to the side, and as for the rest of it, I do like this brush. It keeps everything separated nicely. And this one I use normally for the hair. But you see the difference. You see, you want to train it. So you want to train it. All right? So I wanted to make that video and just show you that. To let it's something for a long time. When I first let the mustache grow, I didn't know how to take care of it or keep the hair out. And you can trim it. I have to be honest and say, when I first trimmed the mustache, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Because now, when you have a big mustache and you want to eat something, unless you're using a straw, it's almost impossible to drink something when you have a mustache. But when you're trimming it to the side or training it to the sides, it is possible. So trim it if you feel like you want to, but if you want to let it grow and let everything grow and just be natural, just trimming it to the sides. And some other people's faces or hairlines might naturally go to the side anyway. But in mine, it doesn't. If I don't touch it, it'll go down. I won't have any lips. But I do it that way. All right? And same thing with everything. You could shape it up, trim it up however you want. I'm, at this point, going for the all-natural look. And I just want to say, whatever you decide to do, everybody, do it and let it grow and beard on.
Grow your beard, grow it long, stand up strong.